Hey gamers, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Adrian, I use they, he pronouns, and I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. I've watched Sims creators for years. Some of my favorites are Lil Simsy, Vixella, and James Turner, formerly known as the Sim Supply. I love watching their content, and it seemed like a lot of fun to be able to share how I play The Sims, so I thought that I would give it a try. So, obviously, this channel will be mostly Sims 4 content, but I also plan on playing Stardew Valley and other cozy games. I also plan on streaming on Twitch soon. My username is the same that it is here if you want to come game with me. So I guess I should tell you a little bit more about myself. As I said, I'm from Kentucky. I studied social work in college and now I work in foster care. I also played the clarinet and marching band for both high school and college. I'm not very good at it, but it was a lot of fun. And yes, we did call ourselves the Squidwards. I currently have 6 cats. My partner, Quinn, already had one when we got together. Her name is Frida. Then I got my cat, Luna, about 3 years ago now. I got her from a random girl on Facebook who either didn't know or didn't think that I should know that Luna was pregnant. She was a really skinny cat, and she still is, but she was not showing at all through her pregnancy. We didn't find out that she was pregnant until Quinn was cat sitting for me while I was out of town and reached over in the middle of the night and felt wet kittens in his bed. We decided to keep the only boy in the litter, and we named him Kovu, like from The Lion King. It was just the 3 of them for a while, until a litter of 3 kittens showed up at my office where I work the winter before last. And we couldn't just let them stay out in the cold, so we brought them home for the night with the intention on taking them to an animal shelter. Well, we became really attached to them, and they obviously did not end up going to the shelter. Their names are Saturn, Mars, and Venus. All of our cats are weirdos in the best way, so I'm sure I'll have many stories to tell about them. I've been playing The Sims 4 on and off since about 2015, I believe. I remember buying it with money from my first job, my senior year of high school. I am really into family gameplay, like all of my Sims always have children and grandchildren. I think Sims challenges are really fun, but I haven't really played any myself. That being said, I did recently start a legacy challenge, so that will be on my channel soon. But enough talking on me, let's actually talk about the build. I wanted to start my channel with a simple speed build, so that's what we're doing today. I wanted to start with a more traditional suburban style home, similar to Kayla or Lil Simsy. It's what I'm most comfortable building since it's the style of home that I see all the time, but I promise it's not going to be all blue. So I've already done the kitchen, and I did the teen room at this point, and right now I'm working on the kids room. Does anyone else find it difficult to find a side table for a kids room that's not the Kindermade one? Because I feel like every other nightstand is too mature for a kid almost. And I find the same thing with choosing a rug for the teens room. I feel like all the rugs are either too mature or too childish for teens. And right now I'm just going through all of the clutter and decoration items just to find anything that I can put around the house. I am a Sims player who uses CC a lot, but for this build in particular, I was really trying to not use any CC, so it was difficult to clutter the house without all of the like custom content clutter that I have. Also, there is some footage missing from the speed build where I lost some of the footage of doing the house. So as you can see, there's a pool in the backyard that you didn't see me make. So yeah, if there's anything missing, it was just footage that was lost. Sorry about that. Here I'm choosing wallpaper for the kitchen. I will admit I'm not the best at choosing wallpapers that like fit the aesthetic that I'm going for, especially for the kitchen. So it does take me a while to find like a backsplash that I like think fits the vibe. And here we're just doing the same thing in the dining room. I really wanted to use those like square kind of wallpaper, and I just was trying forever to find which color I thought looked the best. Something that I do in most of my house builds is I do try to add a pride flag in most of them. Most of the Sims that I play with are queer anyway, just by nature of being my Sim. So I decided that the teen of this family, that imaginary family that I'm creating this house for, is queer. Here I'm messing with light switches. I'm trying to put them at like the right height, which it wasn't until trying to place them that I like realized I've never really thought about the height of a light switch. I'm sorry if you can hear any noises in the background. My cats have chosen this moment to start fighting with each other. Also, I didn't realize until editing how often I spun around while while building. So I'm sorry if it's making you dizzy at all. Here I'm trying to pick a tile for the kitchen, which like the wallpaper, I'm not that good at because here I'm trying to pick a foundation for the porch and for the rest of the house. Here's me trying to play with the roofing and get to do what I wanted to do. It just didn't really look right, so I had to scrap my original idea and go with this roof here. I cut out right there a lot of me just playing with the height of the window after I moved this to put in the roof above the porch. I also in a bit cut out a lot of footage of me messing with the chimney because that took me forever to lay it out the way that I wanted it to look. So yeah, the build is really like coming together. I'm just trying to pick a siding that I liked, and I decided why not go with a completely yellow house. Um, there is actually, in the neighborhood where I grew up, a completely pink house. There's a sweet old lady who lives there, and her neighbors have tried multiple times to get her to paint her house a different color, and she refuses, as she should. And I love that for her. Yeah, I just put a bath mat in the bathroom, and now I'm trying to pick a runner for the hallway. And it took me a while to try to find a mat for the front door that I liked. So I went to do the kitchen first, and then decided to go back to it. Here I am going through all the clutter again, trying to pick things that I like, and then I decided to put a computer in this empty little corner just to try to fill up the space a little bit more. Here's me putting a coat rack in, some other little clutter items like a plant, umbrellas. I think I put a shoe rack there as well. And I just wanted a table near the front door to kind of just like drop your stuff at. I always have like a table like that everywhere that I live, so I wanted to put one in the build as well. Here I am just like cluttering the bathroom a little bit more. I'm trying to make it look more like a shared bathroom between a kid and a teenager, you know. Yeah, I just was going through all the decorations we had just to see if anything to like really like make the house look lived in, cluttered, you know. And now I'm going through putting paintings everywhere. At this moment, you know, I realized I didn't put any upper cabinets in the kitchen, so I decided to do that now. Just going around through all the wall decorations and paintings, finding anything I can put on the wall, fill in some space. I decided that I really wanted to use that open shelving by the back door, so I switched around the layout of the kitchen so that it would be by the sink because I felt like it made more sense by the sink. I think because there's like a mug or two hanging off of it, and I was like, that makes more sense by the dish rack for some reason. Um, so here I am cluttering this bathroom, and I love that they added slots to the sinks and toilets that are like is really a life changer, especially for like putting little soap and stuff on the sink. Here I am putting more paintings and stuff on the wall. It took me forever to try to find a lamp for that kid's room, especially because I didn't want it to match the one in the teens room, but then I ended up changing the teens room because I was like, I can make this one a little bit more mature. It doesn't have to be super like funky, I guess. And here I'm just looking for a clutter to put in teens room, trying to make it, you know, as I said, more like lived in, more homey. I use that Baby Yoda Grogu statue a lot in my builds, just because it's like something that's super, something that I think is like cute for like both kids and teens to have. Like I feel like it's something realistic to be in a bedroom of a teen or a child. But don't worry, I do not have the Star Wars pack, and I do not plan on ever spending money on that, so. Now I'm just putting posters up around on the wall, trying to like solidify like this teen's like aesthetic and stuff. And then I do the same thing for the kids' room. I was like, what if I put more dinosaurs on the wall? But I decided that would be too much. But I do love how much like niche kids items there are in the game. Like there's a lot of dinosaur stuff, or there's a lot of like space stuff, because like kids really do have like a niche like interests. Yeah, here I am just looking for more kids decor to put on the wall. And then I really wanted the big stuffed animal, so I squeezed that in there. And with the lunchbox and the toy and the dresser there, and the other big stuffed animal I just pulled out, I was like, we're really going to go into this dinosaur theme. I tried to put this like collage of pictures on the wall by the stairs, kind of inspired by my aunt, who on her stairs, growing up, had like a picture of each of my cousins as you like ascended the stairs. I don't know, I just thought that that was neat, so I tried to do something similar, but it didn't really work out in the sense. I found that pride painting. I'd never seen that before. So it must be something that they maybe recently added, or I just had noticed it before, but I was like, we need to put this in this house somewhere. I put a TV in the parents' room. At this point, I realized that the teen would probably have a TV too. I mean, growing up, me and my little sister, we both always had the TV in our room. So I figured it wouldn't be that unreasonable for the teen to have one in their bedroom. So yeah, the inside is pretty much done. Now I'm just working on the outside and landscaping and stuff. So I'm just putting some bushes around the front of the house. And then something that I always do is I put flowers or grass or stuff around the base of trees. Just, I don't know what it is. I guess I just don't like the look of the tree just going straight into the ground, so I want something to hide it and cover it. Then here I'm trying to pick which fence I wanted, because I knew along the back edge I wanted hedges and then a fence around the sides. And then I took a very long time like wiggling the swing set around, because in my head I was like worried about the sim like swinging back and hitting the fence or the tree. As you can see, I was about to upload the build to the gallery and I realized that I did not fix the roofing, so I went back and did that. And then I made this tree a little bit smaller because it was clipping into the house. I put some more lights in the living room just because I went through and looked at it at night to make sure everything was well lit, and I decided that section of the living room needed a little bit more. And yeah, so the speed build is done, so now let's head into the game so I can give you a more in-depth tour. So here we are in the game. I built this house in this little blank spot in Willow Creek. So yeah, here it is. This is what the outside looks like. And I would just give you a quick tour inside. Here's the front of it. Put little rocking chairs and a cute little plant on the front porch because I thought it looked cute. You come into this entryway. Come in this entryway, I put, the table here, put like discarded milk there, a little plant. So the plant in this corner, and then by the door you can hang your coat, put your shoes there, umbrella. Through these double doors is the living room. Just simple couch, chair, TV, fireplace. I put a little desk in this corner. And as you saw in the speed build, I literally built the house like this to put a window seat here, so there that is. Then bookshelf. Here's the dining room. I couldn't find any paintings that I liked on the wall with the squares here, but I figured the squares are interesting enough that didn't need much. Here is the kitchen. Got the stove, fridge, microwave over on this side with the cabinets. Excuse me, where did my sink go? I think I used the sink. Yeah, so and then there's sink, dish rack, teapot and stuff on this side. Added a little broom over here just for like realism, like my family keeps our broom in the kitchen. Here's the upstairs. We just got a basic little hallway here. Here's the bathroom. Have all the essentials here, and then I really tried to clutter the counters here just to make it look like lived in and stuff. Here's our dinosaur loving child's room. I think it's really cute. It's a lot more cohesive than my room was as a child. Here is the parents' room. It's very basic, very boring, which I kind of thought fit. They just have a little old TV on their dresser over here. And then my favorite room, which is probably my favorite room to decorate in all my builds, is like a teenager's room, because you get to have like a lot of fun with it. But they have a TV and gaming system in their room. They've got a lot of like posters and like art with the skateboards and stuff on the wall. Here's their little desk setup. Little closet. And I even like alt placed stuff on this window, which doesn't have slots, because I thought realistically, someone will put stuff there. And yeah, I decided that the person who owns the room is a lesbian, so I changed this to the lesbian flag. Yeah, I just think this room is really cute. Then, here is the backyard. It took me a long time to do this trellis and the trim and stuff, because as we all know, none of the wood swatches in The Sims 4 match each other. So this is the best that I could do. But here's just like a simple backyard patio area. Added some fairy lights, some seating, a barbecue. Added a little pool over here, and I pretty much all the time put fences around my pools, just because just for like safety reasons, even though in The Sims it literally does not make a difference. Yeah, this is my swing set that I spent forever placing to try to make because in my head I had to make sure that it wouldn't swing back and hit anything, so hopefully it doesn't there. I have not play tested this. But yeah, that is the build. So thanks for watching the video. And if you like this build, it is up on the gallery. It's just titled Suburban Family Home. My origin ID is the same as my username and everything, that boy Adrian3. And if you like the video, give it a like or subscribe if you want to. Be on the lookout for more Sims 4 content from me. Bye y'all.